to go for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha and to observe the 5 precepts. Say it together with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe the 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, so let's chant Atavisa Paritta, protective chant of 28 Buddhas. So say together with me. We are going to chant in English. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Tanhaṃ karada buddha the great hero, Medankara the Buddha, of great honor, Saranankara the Buddha, compassionate towards all beings, Deepankara the Buddha, with radiant light, Kondanya the Buddha, the people's Lord, Mangala the Buddha, supreme among men, Sumana the Buddha, the wise one with a calm mind, Revata the Buddha, one who amplifies joy, Sobhita the Buddha, full of virtues, Anomadasi the Buddha, chief of humans, Paduma the Buddha, lighting the whole world, Narada the Buddha, the incomparable teacher, Padumuttara the Buddha, the unequaled, Sumedha the Buddha, the greatest person, Sujata the Buddha, chief of all the world, Piyadasi the Buddha, the Lord of humans, Attadasi the Buddha, full of compassion, Dhammadasi the Buddha, who dispelled darkness, Siddhartha the Buddha, matchless in the world, Tissa the Buddha, restrained and the giver of the best, Pussa the Buddha, enlightened and the giver of the best, Vipassi the Buddha, unrivaled, Sikhi the Buddha, the teacher protecting the welfare of beings, Vesabu the Buddha, the giver of happiness, Kakusanda the Buddha, caravan guide, Konagamana the Buddha, won the battle, Kassapa the Buddha, of perfect radiance, Gautama the Buddha, the Sakyans' glory, through their truth and virtue, and the power of their patience and loving kindness, may your life be protected. May you enjoy good health and happiness. May all calamities be avoided. May any illness be destroyed. May there be no dangers for you. May you live long. May all good fortune come your way. May all the deities protect you. By all the power of the Buddha, may you always enjoy well-being. May all good fortune come your way. May all the deities protect you. By all the power of the Dhamma, may you always enjoy well-being. May all good fortune come your way. May all the deities protect you. By all the power of the Sangha, may you always enjoy well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So today we started the program by blessing ourselves and by blessing everyone. So now, after this, let's go for a Dhamma Sermon. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya, meritorious children. Let's venerate the Buddha 3 times and then listen to a Dhamma Sermon. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, meritorious children. In the last week's program, we learned about the mind. Today we are going to learn the rest of the signs of the Supreme Buddha. Rest of the signs means we were explaining the 32 signs of the Supreme Buddha, the great marks of the Supreme Buddha. So we have explained so far up to 23 signs. Today we are hoping to explain from the 24th, and we are trying to explain the other marks as well. So before we go for the sermon, let's pay homage to our teacher, to our Loka Swamin Wahanse. May our homage be to our teacher, Loka Swamin Wahanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, we get this rare chance to learn the Buddha's great marks and the reason for the Buddha to receive these great marks and the results of those great marks and the nature of those great marks. We get that chance to learn from a sutta called Lakkana Sutta, from the book of lengthy discourses, Digha Nikaya. So as for the 24th and 25th sign, in the sutta it says, having one body hair per paw. Like there are body hairs. So each paw only one body hair. Some people have 2 body hairs. Between eyebrows, a tuft which is soft and white like cotton wool. What do you call it? Urnaroma Dhatu. So that's the 24th and the 25th sign. So what's the reason for it? How did Buddha receive these things? It says, in his previous lives as a Bodhisattva, our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, refrained from lying. He was honest and trustworthy. He didn't mislead. He didn't mislead the world with false speech. Do you remember a Jataka story? A Jataka story comes to my mind. I will teach you the full story. Here in this story tells about a person making the elder one is the younger one is the elder one. Telling the elder one as the younger one, telling the younger one as the elder one. Deceiving the public. So that was the first lie in the world. That was the first lie. So another Jataka is adding to our waiting list. So Kyle Putta add that Jataka story about the first lie. So that person, that king, he had supernatural powers. He could travel in air. He had a fragrant breath came out from the mouth. And then there were gods to guard him. So an ascetic, that's our Bodhisattva, came and convinced him, tried to convince him not to lie. But then he refused. The ascetic said, don't lie. All your devas will give up. You will lose your supernatural powers. But then he refused. What happened? The moment he told the first lie, he descended to the ground. 4 gourds disappeared. The mouth started stinking like a rotten egg. Finally, his legs were sunk up to the knees, and then, when the ascetic tried to convince him again and again not to lie, he kept on lying. He kept on telling, no, the younger brother is the elder one is the younger one. Finally, he was born in hell. That was the first lie in this world. Buddha revealed that wonderful story. So, we shouldn't tell lies. Buddha preached in that Jataka story, the ones who tell lies, their tongue will split into 2. They will not have children. So, we shouldn't tell lies, even in secrecy, even not for a joke. So, the Buddha, he has one body hair purple between the eyebrows, a tuft which is soft and white like cotton wool. So, because of that special sign, if the Buddha did not become a Buddha, if he became a wheel-turning monarch, a king for the whole world, if one leads a lay life, he will become a great religious king, a wheel-turning monarch, and the people will live according to that king's idea, to king's instructions. That is, Brahmins, householders, and all the people, they will live according to the king's idea, to the king's wish. If he becomes ordained, if he ordains, he will remove the delusion that covers the whole world and become the Supreme Buddha. As a Buddha, the people will live according to the Buddha's idea. Monks, nuns, disciples, male lay disciples, female lay disciples, gods, titans, nagas, all will live according to the Buddha's instructions. He will have many obedient disciples. Now see, you get these things by not lying. Then children, the 26th sign and the 27th sign is having 40 teeth, gapless teeth which stand upright. So the 26th sign is having 40 teeth, and then the 27th one is gapless teeth which stand upright. Shining teeth. So, in his previous lives as a bodhisattva, our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, refrained from divisive speech. He didn't break friendships by listening from one place and telling others. He eliminated quarrels. Likewise, he reunited people. He reunited people who had separated. Children, why not you try to gain a merit by uniting your friends who are angry at each other? Gain merit like that and write to us. Then I will feel like translating more suttas and sharing with you all. Now I also need some urge to continue this program. For me to develop that effort, I should know that you all are practicing this Dhamma. So I'm reading all your emails. I'm checking all those emails, organizing them properly, then working with few volunteers, and then trying to give you something really important to your life. Now I remember one daughter from, from Washington DC, I guess, Anuki. I met her through a Zoom meeting, and then she told that she's listening to Mirror of Dhamma program. So Anuki, you also can write to us the good deeds, then we can read them. So the Buddha, if he leads a lay life, he will become a great religious king, a wheel-turning monarch, and have a group that will not separate. There will be no disputes in his retinue. His group of Brahmins, householders, people of town and country, treasury officials, military officers, guardsmen, ministers, counselors, rulers, tax beneficiaries, princes, and more will not separate. All will live under one idea, under one instruction. By what merit? By abandoning divisive speech. So when you worship the Buddha, you can think, I'm worshipping a Buddha who has abandoned divisive speech. in many lives, and may I also have the opportunity to abandon divisive speech. When you worship the Buddha, each and every day when you worship the Buddha, try to think of the special good karma that Buddha has done and think, may I also have the opportunity to develop those qualities. So two things will happen. One thing, you will gain a merit by worshipping the Buddha. The other thing is a strong determination to practice that good quality. Then if he becomes ordained, if he ordains, he will remove the delusion that covers the people's mind and become a supreme Buddha. As a Buddha, he will have a group, will not separate. The Buddha's group of monks, nuns, disciples, gods, humans, titans, nagas. So he will have an assembly of followers who hold unshakable confidence in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. See the advantage. Now imagine for a Buddha, to become a Buddha, the Buddha had to do all these meritorious deeds. He had to complete all these meritorious deeds to become a Buddha. Without fulfilling these good deeds, that Bodhisattva will not become a Buddha. Now understand the great dedication of a Supreme Buddha in past lives. That's why even if you offer a flower to a Supreme Buddha, that will help you to go to a divine world. If someone develops a pleasant mind towards the Supreme Buddha, that will help that person to be born in heaven. At least a slight faith in the Supreme Buddha. Slight confidence. Slight confidence if you can think that Buddha is an arahant. Buddha was free from lust, anger and delusion. And Buddha eradicated lust, anger and delusion without the guidance of a teacher. At least if you can have this idea, it's enough, children. But try to develop that. I think we could be able to finish the 32 signs today. The 28th sign is a large white tongue and a supreme voice like a voice of a Kuravika bird. So in his past lives, he never spoke a loud, harsh word. His speech was sweet, helpful and kind. Now practice these things, children. Write down these things. Enough for a month. Enough for 2 months. If you don't know about good qualities, go to Mirror of Dhamma past programs and learn the 32 signs. The great marks of the Supreme Buddha. Read the Lakkhana Sutta. So then, as for the benefits, as a layperson, as a wheel-turning monarch, his words will be accepted by others. See the benefit. And then, even as a Buddha, people will accept the Buddha's words. His words will be accepted by monks, nuns, disciples, by all the disciples. It's not easy to accept advice given by a religious teacher. The Buddha's teachings are like swimming up currents, opposite of everything that we do in our normal life. Opposite of hatred is loving kindness. It's not easy, but then people accept it. A monk life is something that extremely different from a normal life. You live away from your family members. You have to depend on what you get. And then you should be able to live wherever you get to live. Could be in an open area, could be in the forest. Eating meals before 12 until you die. When you fall sick, you might get medicine. You might have money to buy medicine. You might not have. You might get medicine or you might not get medicine. When you live in the forest, you might harm by animals even. You will have to live a lonely life. You will have to live on your own. You will have to depend on others. You will have to go on begging. So, to change a normal life to such a monk life, to a life like that, those people have to listen to the Buddha's words. So people listen to the Buddha's words. Even we are listening to the Buddha's words because it's because of the effect of the Buddha's 32 signs as well. It's not only our merit. So we should remember these things, children. Then the 30th sign is having a strong jaw similar to a lion. In his previous lives, the Buddha refrained from talking gossip. He said what actually happened and told words at the right time. He only talked about good things, Dhamma and discipline. Now today people are talking everything. Sometimes when we Sometimes when you meet your friends, the things that you hear from your friends, you might get frightened, or you might feel jealous, or you might get angry, or you might feel sad, or you might feel greedy. But this Dhamma, you will feel joyful and feel like you are released from sufferings. When you learn Dhamma, you will know that you will escape from the hell. When you learn Dhamma, you will know, you will understand, you will be able to escape from the ghost world. When you learn and practice Dhamma, you will know that one day you will realize the Four Noble Truths. You will know that you can abandon death. You will know you can abandon rebirth. You know you can abandon diseases, old age. Therefore, children, we should go for refuge to the Supreme Buddha wholeheartedly by knowing this great dedication of a Supreme Buddha. What an amazing chance we got to learn and share the Buddha's teachings. Then, as a wheel-turning monarch, he will become very powerful. He will become a king who cannot be chased away by any human being. That king cannot be defeated by anyone. If that person becomes a monk who has 32 signs, that person, he will remove the darkness of ignorance, and then he will not be chased away by any non-human being, or by any asuras, or by any naga, or by any being. Devadatta tried to kill the Buddha, but Buddhas cannot be killed. All with the power of the good deeds that Buddha has done in past lives protected the Buddha. Even we were protected. It's because Buddha lived for 80 years, and for 45 years Buddha taught this Dhamma. Why Buddha's life was protected even when Devadatta tried to roll a rock? Because Buddha's life was protected by good deeds. So even our lives should be protected with good deeds. Only by good deeds our lives can be protected, not by money, not by education, not by beauty, not by fame, not by the class, not by our titles, not by our clan, only by our good deeds. Children, now we have come to the 31st and the 32nd sign, that is having even teeth and white teeth. In his past lives, he gave up wrong livelihood. He had a fair, pure and righteous way of life. Now some people in shops, they don't weigh things properly. They tell it's 250 milligram or 250 grams and give lesser than that. And some people, they promise something, they give something else. They live a fraud life. So the Buddha did not live like that. The Buddha, whatever he did, he said, whatever he said was something that he was done by him. He didn't act in a different way. Then, as a layperson, as a wheel-turning monarch, they will become virtuous. His group of Brahmins and householders, people of town, everyone will be more virtuous. And then, if he becomes a monk, he will become a Buddha. And then, he will have a virtuous group. They are the monastics, the monks, nuns, male lay followers and female lay followers. Now children see the benefit of learning the Buddha's teachings. I think this Mirror of Dhamma program has helped you a lot to learn a lot about the Buddha's teachings. Today we have completed the 32 signs, the great marks of the Supreme Buddha. From the Lakkhana Sutta we taught you the reason to get those great marks and the nature of those great marks and the result of that great mark. So when you worship the Buddha, at least try to remember one of these signs. Remember the reason for that sign and the nature of that sign and the result of that sign, and try to develop a pleasant mind towards the Buddha even when you go to a Buddha statue. Think of one of these signs and worship the Buddha. The merit will become very powerful. Even when you say Itipiso Bhagava Arahan Samma Sambuddho, know the meanings. We have taught you the meanings. So, therefore, when you do something, be aware what you are doing. Then you will gain merit. When you chant stanzas, you should be aware what you are chanting. When you are worshipping the Buddha, you should know whom you are worshipping. So, let us all of us worship our great Buddha who obtained all these great marks and lived a virtuous life and helped many beings to overcome from suffering forever. And may our homage be to our Blessed One, Shakyamuni Gautama Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Meritorious children. Today, for good deeds, I am going to explain you a sutta that we have learned in a previous program. So Kyle Putha has done a nice presentation. He has nicely written the Vitakka Santana Sutta in a way that you all can understand. He has categorized them and then nicely organized the sutta. So he has drawn a nice image as well. Our Shraddha TV uncles will show that to you. His image, an example, a simile, how to remove a bad thought, just like you are hitting a nail with the help of another nail to pull out the other nail. So now while I'm reading this presentation will be seen, will be shown in the screen. Vitakka Santana Sutta. Any thoughts arise in our mind that related to lust, any thought that related to attachments, hatred or delusion, unaware of life. Delusion is unaware of life. And we should abandon these thoughts immediately. If any thought arise in our mind, he should think on something wholesome. So the first way is he should think on something wholesome. Just as a carpenter is removing a nail by using another nail. This is the first way. And the second way, he should think about the danger of having bad thoughts. The system is, the method is just like this. The simile is, just as a well-dressed young girl who feels horrified and disgusted because of the dead body that is hung around her neck. We should be disgusted with the bad thoughts in our mind. Then the third method, he should ignore and forget about these evil thoughts, just like a keen-eyed man shutting his eyes and looking away from some direction in order to avoid seeing visible objects come within sight. Then the fourth one, try to figure out how these thoughts arise in our mind. Now see how Kyle Putha has done that. Now see, on the left-hand side, internal sense faculties. He has written in brackets. In brackets, he has mentioned that they are impermanent. What are impermanent? Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. Then the external sense faculties, they are also impermanent. Seeing things, hearing, smell, taste, tangibles and thoughts in the mind. So what happens? When I sees forms, then with the help, then consciousness arises. Then with the combination of those three things, contact take place. Then because of contact we feel. Because of feelings we crave for things. Craving arises. Now see how nicely our Buddha has nicely prepared this presentation. How he has organized this sutta in a way that children can understand these things. Now imagine even if you feel a pleasant feeling or an unpleasant feeling, it's all because of a contact. So if you can change the contact, imagine if you are thinking of something that you have heard before, you are thinking later. So if the thing that you have heard before is hurting you, what you should do is don't think the thing that you hurts you. Don't think the thing that hurts you. What you should do is think something else. So what you will be doing is you'll be changing the contact. Then the feelings changes. So if you can think something pleasant, a pleasant contact, you will feel a pleasant feeling. If you think of an unpleasant contact, you will have an unpleasant feeling. So which one do you prefer? Unpleasant contact or pleasant contact? Pleasant contact. But when we experience unpleasant contact, we like to think of that again and again. Don't have that habit. Give up that habit now. So when you try to think how these thoughts are created, are generated, then these unwholesome thoughts will get abandoned. So the simile is just as a man finding no reason for walking fast walks slowly, finding no reason for walking slowly stands, finding no reason for standing sit down, finding no reason for sitting down lies down, and thus getting rid of a posture rather uncalm resorts to a restful posture. Then the fifth one, he should with clenched teeth and the tongue pressed against the roof of his mouth and beat down bad thought by the good thought. How's the simile? Just like a strong man holding a weaker man by the head or shoulders and restraining, subduing, and beating him down. So that's the last method. And then Kyle Putha has split unwholesome thoughts and wholesome thoughts. So let's learn some unwholesome thoughts and wholesome thoughts. You can see what he has prepared. Unwholesome thoughts: killing animals, hurt animals, steal my brother's stuff, lying to others, gossiping with others, say harsh words to my brother, jealous about others, getting angry at my parents or my friends, fight with my brother, watch iPad whole day, talk with your friends whole day, pointless talk. Wholesome thoughts: help Amma to cook food, save ants on the road, help Amma to bring shopping bags from vehicle to the house, bless my grandparents, don't lie, tell truth, observe 5 precepts, 8 precepts and 10 precepts, offer dana to Buddha and Mahasangha, give money to help to renovate stupas, monasteries, read in Dhamma books, meditation, share food with others. So this email was sent by Kyle and Kylie. So may all of us have the opportunity to do good deeds like this. So this time, children, remember, you should practice Vitaka Santana Sutta. I need at least emails from 10 children. I need at least experiences that you experience in life when you get angry. If you all practice any of those similes, you should mention to me. You should mention to me the occasion, the reason you had to practice this method. You can mention any of these methods. You can tell me, Swaminas, I tried the first one, but the first one I failed, but then I tried the second one worked. So you all should try these similes, these methods to eradicate bad thoughts and should send to us. And then that will encourage the other kids to practice these ways to overcome bad thoughts. Don't leave any bad thoughts in the mind. Don't let any bad thoughts to remain in the mind. So may all of us realize the Four Noble Truths by eradicating bad thoughts forever in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Meritorious children, now we have to meditate. We have to meditate wholeheartedly. Don't just close your eyes and think unnecessary things. You should think necessary things. You should think the things that you should think, not the things that you shouldn't think. We should think beneficial things. We should think for the happiness of others, and we should think the happiness of our life as well. So usually when we spend our time, when we spend our lives, we don't take extra time to think wisely and to cultivate wholesome thoughts. Now we find time to play. Don't we find time to play? We find extra time to play. We find time to study. Then we find time to watch movies, cartoons, and play video games. Then we find time to go on trips, on vacations. Then we find time to sleep, don't we? We find time to sleep. We allocate time to sleep. So usually we allocate our time to do things. But then do we allocate time to think wholesome thoughts? Thinking wholesome thoughts you should do always. But then as a meditation, we should dedicate some time of the day, at least 3 times a day. Because the Buddha said, just like a person who does business will do in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening as well. 3 times a day. From morning until evening, a person has to do it. Imagine if a person starts to do business in the afternoon, if he's late to go to his working place, what happens? The other people would do business early morning and earn money. So we should meditate in the morning, in the afternoon, and also in the evening. Now let's cultivate some wholesome thoughts. Let's train our minds to cultivate wholesome thoughts. So now close your eyes, cross your legs. Don't lean to walls. Don't sleep. Keep your back straight, head straight. Keep one palm on the other palm. Now close your eyes. Like good children, don't press the eyes too much. Close your eyes very gently. Now take a strong determination to your mind to think that you will not think any other irrelevant thoughts or other responsibilities for 15 minutes. For 10 to 15 minutes, think that you will not think any other thing other than spreading loving kindness. Now listen to me and think according to what I say. May I be free from anger. Think genuinely. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. Now we should spread loving kindness towards the people in your house, people and all the beings. Now think about your house, think about the people, and there are many other living beings. So think about your house and spread loving kindness towards all the living beings in your house. Now think according to what I say. May all beings in this place. Be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Now, let's spread loving kindness towards the beings in your village, in your neighborhood. May all beings in this village be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Now, let's spread loving kindness towards the beings in the city. Just think of the city, that's enough. And think there are many living beings, that's enough. May all beings in this city be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Now, let's spread loving kindness towards the beings in the province. Gradually, you are expanding the area of spreading loving kindness. May all beings in this province Be free from anger. Think genuinely. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Now, let's spread loving kindness towards the beings in this country. Expand the limits. Now, think of this country. Think of the country you are living. It's very big. Now you are spreading loving kindness to more people, more merit. May all beings in this country be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Now see how fortunate you all are. You all are getting the chance to spread loving kindness to all the living beings in this world. We can never offer dana to all the living beings in this world, but we can spread loving kindness. We can wish for the happiness of all the living beings in this world. How fortunate are we? May all beings in this world be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Now, we were so fortunate to bless, to wish for the happiness of all the living beings in all the worlds. Think about all the worlds: human world, divine world, Brahma worlds, animal world, hell, without missing anyone. Now we are going to spread loving kindness towards all the living beings in all the worlds. That's why Buddha said, more than offering dana, spreading loving kindness is fruitful. It gives us more merit. More than dana, we should practice loving kindness. Now let's practice spread loving kindness towards all living beings. May all beings in all worlds be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Slowly open your eyes. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, now we have come to share the merit we have accumulated throughout the program and throughout the week. It's a time to share merit with the people who have sponsored for the Mirror of Dhamma program. Now, before we start sharing merit in the usual way, first of all, we should start thinking. You should close your eyes and start recollecting yourself the way you started gaining merit. Now, try to think from last Sunday onwards. Sunday, how did you gain merit? Then on Monday, the ways you gain merit. Then on Tuesday, then on Wednesday, think. Then on Thursday, then on Friday, and today. So today we first of all went for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Going for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha will give us a lot of merit, children. I remember in the programs that we conducted at the beginning of the Mirror of Dhamma program, during the first few Dhamma sermons we did in the Mirror of Dhamma program, I remember I did a sermon on a river of merit. When someone goes for refuge for Buddha Dhamma Sangha, they will gain merit like water flowing in a huge river. What is something that always flows in a river? Just like that, when a person has gone for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha, he will gain merit throughout the day. So, today we went for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. You should remember that. And then we observed and protected the 5 precepts. Then we chanted Parith. Then we meditated. We learned Dhamma. We rejoiced in others' good deeds, and some children shared their good deeds with others. And this is a wonderful morning for y'all. Amazing. I'm so fortunate to conduct this program with y'all, with our blessings of our most venerable teacher, our Loku Swamin Wahanse, Avasarai Kiribat Gode, Jnanananda Pingwat Loku Swamin Wahanse, our teacher who taught us this wonderful Dhamma in a simple way. So it's because of him we are propagating this Dhamma. And with his blessings and with his guidance we are doing this. And being thankful to the other monks who are in charge of the Shraddha TV. And Aludiniya Subodhi Swamin Wahanse and also Vijitavansa Swamin Wahanse for encouraging us to do this Dhamma program out of compassion towards y'all. So, thinking all these wonderful things, let's share merit with a family who have sponsored for this program currently, who lives in America. So, they have not mentioned many names, so I will have to do this as a common sharing of merit. So I'll read the email first. My Garu Swamin Wahanse. Oh, my Guru Swamin Wahanse. Remember, your Guru Swamin Wahanse is Loka Swamin Wahanse. So I am just another monk who preaches Dhamma. Remember, our teacher is our teacher. We have only one teacher. The first teacher is the Supreme Buddha. Then the teacher who taught us this Dhamma in a simple way, when the Dhamma were written in the books, our teacher explained that Dhamma in a simple way. So we all have one teacher, only one teacher, and then that's our Loka Swamin Wahanse, and we are his students also. So I am also a student of our Loka Swamin Wahanse. So my Guru Swamin Wahanse, mirror of Dhamma. So I can be a Kalyana Mitta for you. Yeah, so your teacher is Loka Swamin Wahanse. Then Loka Swamin Wahanse, Maha Sangharatnya, and Mehenin Wahansela at Asapur, and all the gods. First, sharing merit. Second, my grandparents who have passed away, Mr. Dharmadasa and Mrs. Soma Dharmadasa. Third, my father is starting a new business. But you have not mentioned your father's name. Fourth, my 11th birthday. So this child is 11 years old. Fifth, my family members and friends. Amma Darshika. Oh, now here he mentioned the mother's name. Tata Geet, Ayya Emit, and friends Sanut and family. Kaushini auntie, Netuki and Sahas family. Okay, now it's easy for me to share merit. So let us share merit with all the gods first of all. May all the gods rejoice in this merit. May they be well and happy. May they rejoice in these wonderful good deeds. And may all devas help us to realize the Four Noble Truths. And may all the devas also realize the Four Noble Truths. And help us to overcome from this coronavirus as soon as possible. And may all devas escape from suffering. Realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Then we have to share merit with the departed relatives, late Dharmadasa and Mrs. Soma Dharmadasa. May all the departed relatives of this Puta's family rejoice in this merit, and may all the departed relatives of all of us rejoice in this merit, and May they have happiness, comfort, energy, and escape from suffering as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And then he would like to share merit with his father. So before that, let's share merit with our teacher Lokoswamin Wahanse and with all the other monks and nuns of Mahamana Buddhist monasteries and all over the world. So may all the monks and nuns in all over the world realize the Four Noble Truths, and may they have happy minds, may they have long life, and may they escape from suffering as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And then he would like to share his merit with his father, who is starting a new business. Then, fourth aim is his 11th birthday. So, may you have long life, Puta. And may your mother, Darshika, Tata Geet, and your brother Amit, and your friends Sanut and family, Kaushini, Auntie, and Nituki, and Sahas family be well and happy. Be well and happy. May all your good thoughts come true. And may your father develop your business very well. And may he develop in wealth. May he develop in wisdom. And may your whole family realize the Four Noble Truths. May all your good thoughts come true. And may you be well and happy. May you have long life. And realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Lastly, we have to share merit with all the people who donate to Shraddha TV, who make donations to Shraddha TV for Shraddha TV charity work, and also to propagate the Buddha's teachings, to cover up the expenses incurred in the Shraddha TV, to pay salaries, and also to maintain the special towers that helps us to broadcast the Shraddha TV programs, then all the other expenses. So may everyone who donate for Shraddha TV, who have been donating from the day one Shraddha TV was started till now, so may all those donors be well and happy, have happiness, and may they realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear children, if you also like to take part in this meritorious deed of sponsoring for this Mirror of Dhamma program, you can contact to the number that appears in the screen and gain merit by helping to propagate the Buddha's teachings to many people from many parts of the world, and give another person the chance that you got to purify the mind. So hope to see you again next week with a new Dhamma Sermon. Namo Buddhaya, Theravada Saranai.